guys. Hi, it's High Priestess Jamila, and I wanted to come and show you guys well, not the last step in the process, but what I'm over here doing is I'm jarring and I'm preserving my beef tongue. Okay, so basically, this is traditionally a hoodoo working. Okay, um, I am an eclectic practitioner. So I use what works, okay? And this has been extremely effective for court cases. Um, it's not just designed to hurt somebody or cause them to cough to death in the courtroom. It's not just what it's for. And you don't even want to look at it like that. By the way, if you are in need of this kind of work, you can contact me at the link below. My website is below. I would not suggest trying this yourself, especially if you are facing some kind of case that could land you, 20 years in prison or some kind of felony that can stay on your record forever. I would suggest that you get with somebody that's experienced with it, okay? Because there's a lot of elements of practicing magic that a lot of people don't consider when they're doing it. So it's not just this process of putting this in the jar. And it's not just that. It goes way deep beyond that. So if your life depends on it and you want some extra spiritual help, I would suggest that you go ahead and spend the money. Go to somebody that knows what they're doing, that has had success in this area as well. You don't want to place your life and your livelihood in jeopardy. So I'm just on here showing you guys that I do real work, and it's interesting. So, as you can see, I already got the honey jar going because there's a court date today. Okay. So we've got the intent with a pink candle for the honey jar. The judge is going to totally listen to my client. There, and then also I always invoke the angels. So basically, today I invoke the angels, ask them to go over to the court because I work with Archangel Raphael and Michael a lot, but Archangel Raziel is who you want to call to. Also Saint Expedito. Okay. So anyway, this is the other beef tongue that I was telling you guys about that I have processed here. A lot of people do it differently. You can do it differently. Some people will use rusty nails, preferably 9 of them. Okay. But I'm using a 9 knot, which is just as powerful. Use the Celtic knot a lot. Okay. This is a purple candle that I have prepared with some court case oil, justice oil. I'm going to put some gal on it also. And I put some thyme on top of it because thyme is commanding. So this is what we're going to use to preserve, the beef tongue. Okay. So I've got a jar here. This is about a gallon. I think this is a gallon jar. It comes with these plastic lids. Okay. And so just be careful when you are, and I'll show you guys how I do that because that's plastic. That's not like the traditional. So just be careful when you're burning. You don't want, your candle but that's not going to happen if you have it in a glass container. And also, guys, just to let you know, I'm using this small one, but if you came to me like probably maybe a month before your court date or something, I would burn either a black or a purple 7-day candle in front of it. Okay. Or, it just depends, maybe to the side, to the back. I will put it in front of it because it would be symbolic of, but in this case, we're going to put it on the top. Okay. We'll put it on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the beef tongue, and I've already spoken everything that I need to speak into it. Okay. I've already said all of my incantations and stuff. I'm going to take some alum powder. Thought I was going to take some alum powder. Okay. And I'm just going to put that alum over that because the alum is really good for protection in court cases. Okay. And it's also good for preserving the tongue as well. So some people have trials that can last for months and months. Okay. So, I don't, if somebody falsely accused you of doing something horrific to them, lying, stealing, raping, you can possibly contact me about this. Well, you can, especially if you're innocent. If you're innocent of the crime. And there's a lot of people that think they're innocent and they're actually not. So, something like that is pretty horrific. And I wouldn't be shutting up you know, I wouldn't shut up any rape victims or where somebody child, this is something different. So why do we do this? The reason why is because there's no fairness in the courts sometimes. Sometimes it's done strictly for money. Okay, sometimes you may have a company and they may have like these top-notch attorneys, powerhouses in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? People that's using witches to do their work to win. Okay, they're probably witches themselves. So yeah, I'm going to put some slippery elm bark in here. I'm waiting on it to get here today, but I've got a lot of different herbs stuffed inside of this beef tongue. And there's a petition in there. There's pictures of the lying witnesses, because they're lying is what they're doing there. And see, everything is about money. Nothing is about the truth these days. It's all about the bottom line, and they don't mind sacrificing you or your good name. You know what I'm saying? Just so that they can make a quick buck. Okay. So a lot of people, and see, this is where you're going to call to your spirits, your ancestors. I've been calling to this lady's ancestors and spirits and saying, protect her. She needs you right now. And you can end up with some kind of big ass fine that devastates your life or your family. And based upon this other selfish, lying ass, greedy snake. You know what I mean? So that's not fair. So I'm going to take some distilled white vinegar and we're going to preserve the magic in it. And then plus I'm going to be working on this beef tongue during every court date. Okay, so we're going to fill it up. We don't need to fill it all the way up. So don't worry about the paper inside of it getting wet. The beef tongue is going to actually protect the paper from getting wet. So all of your magic is going to be preserved in there. By the way, guys, it's very empowering to do this for yourself, but I would say at least try to get the, honestly, I don't charge that much for this. Something like this would be, depending on your, just contact me. It's not on the website, by the way, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. So there is and I'll probably put a little bit more. See, yeah. And you know what? That's actually perfect because I have the apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar works as well, but I got to go get some more vinegar. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to put my candle on top. And I've already charged my candle with my intent. So I'm just going to light it. Okay. So mote it be. So what kind of intent did I charge into my beef tongue? It wasn't just to do something baneful or to cause suffering to another. This is mainly for the truth to be heard. And you can see the spirits are already doing something because you can see the bubbles are coming up. So those bubbles, don't think that it's just the air escaping or going inside of it. It's actually, they working that situation out is what they doing right now. That's why them bubbles on there are popping up. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll do a close up. So it's not just, whether or not this person is able to speak, because you can do very baneful magic against a witness that's not lying. Okay. Yeah. So, that there's people out there that can, pay for that kind of work as well. But in this case, we're going to make sure that the truth prevails, that this person is not able to speak lies, that this person is not heard. Okay, that the judge does not listen to them. Okay, and see, this is very, very powerful because what's going to end up happening is that it's no escaping the truth. So this is fixed. It's binded. I don't give a damn what nobody say. She winning in court. Period. Because and a lot of it is because I've spoken with her ancestors. I've spoken with the spirits about the situation, and it's all about greed. So at the end of the day, why should a victim have to be further victimized so that you can line your damn pockets? And then also they trying to get out of, paying her what they owe her. So it's all about, lying to kick it. That's basically, it's so sad, y'all, but it's the fucking truth. Like, you would think that people, like, you would assume that people would just be honest, especially when it comes to a child. Nope. And you know what? Let's say you was driving down the street and you saw a child out in the street and you was going a little too fast and it was children in the street and you was going 50 miles in that residential area, and then you killed a child. And then you done did something wrong, but you lie about how fast you going. What? There are people, look, Jacob said, what? There are people out there that will lie about how fast they were going. Do you understand me? There are people out there that will do that, man. They don't care about your child. The fact that you lost a whole child and you got to pay thousands of dollars for your child's funeral. Okay? And it ain't even about the money. It's your loss of your child. Okay, little boy. Okay. He fussing at me, y'all. So anyway, this is going to burn basically all day, through the court hearing and everything. I do have pink candles like this. Okay, I have this in pink, so I could have put a pink one. I need to get some more votive holders, y'all. I need to quit being cheap and just order me a bunch of votive holders. Because I use votives a lot. Use votives in your magic, witches, okay? Because this is going to burn for 12 hours. So I'll just kind of sit this in the corner. I'll probably take it downstairs by my big altar. I use my smaller altar a lot. Let me move this stuff. I don't want to tell my business. Hold on. Yeah, so I love doing my work in front of this altar because there's Mama Kali Ma. And she's hungry. She hungry. My spirits is I need to feed my ancestors. I need to feed my spirits because they are hungry. So anyway, so yeah. And you know what? Also, everything in here is symbolic. Oh, another thing that I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put some mojo beans and I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. These herbs and stuff. So I'm actually not necessarily done. Hold on. I'm trying to prop this thing without messing up the camera. Okay. And that wind is kicking up something crazy out there, y'all. All right, I'm going to put this galangal in here. And I'm going to also put a few drops of justice oil and court case oil. So this is how you're charging. This is how I would charge your work. Oh. So something like this would be something that I would have to work on for weeks. So I don't charge nearly as much as more experience. And it depends on what case. If you come to me with a rape case or something, I'm probably charging you about $10,000, because for you to be charged with a rape, not $10,000, probably not $10,000, more like $2,000 or $3,000 though. Upwards to $5,000, depending on how much evidence is against you. Because you got to have a pretty bad demon you dealing with to have a rape case, okay, against you. That's a hell of a demon right there. Okay. So, all right. Anyway, there's that. And yeah, these two are gonna burn by my altar up here for a little while, and I'll put these together like this. It's fine. like this. I am gonna go and get one of my owls. Ooh, it's popping, y'all. It's making sizzling and making some noises. Now, guys, believe it or not, your broom is very, very powerful and symbolic. A lot of people are like, what the hell is she doing with that broom? This is a cinnamon broom, okay? The broom is very, very powerful. I always like to put my broom. I got a couple of these, and I'm gonna go get some more. They sell them up there at that they sell them up at the grocery store up at Kroger. So I like going to Kroger. They be having all the seasonal. I didn't get no Easter stuff, guys. I didn't. I don't really celebrate Easter. I like Easter. You know, I like the energy that comes with Easter. So I just kind of don't make a big. I will eat eggs or something or have some kind of egg dish. So I guess technically I do celebrate Easter, but I don't. You know, I don't know. Anyway. So I like to put this down in front of it. It just gives it that extra witchy protection, you know, just like the pentagram. It's symbolic. Okay, so this is symbolism. As you can see, that's how I typically do my honey jars. And guys, look at what I found on Amazon. I was so happy to find these Lakshmi brand cinnamon sticks. And so I ordered like several of them. And I just thought that was so amazing to, you know, and this is from India. No, not India. Well, yeah, it is from India. These people are from India. These people have got to be Indian. There's no way that anybody would have a Lakshmi brand and they're not Indian. Okay. So, or Hindu. All right, guys, I am going to go. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot. What was I thinking? I was about to blow the whole thing. And you know what? I like to place my incense stick. There's a reason why these come in different shapes. And okay, there we go. Well, you can call me a grandma and you can say I live in a fantasy world, honey, but this stuff be working, so whatever. I feel like who is that on what's that movie with Samuel L. Jackson? So in real life, honey, this stuff be working for people and we be winning. Okay, we stay winning. So I had to put my incense right there. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Have a wonderful day. Blessed be.